Yeah, and I was like freshly divorced, air mattress. I think actually we met before I'd gotten totally divorced.
Did you lose a lot of stuff in the divorce?
I had nothing.
Fuck
so yeah, I always hear people like, "Oh,
we'll show her.
She took so much from me," and I'm like, "Bro, I had no." It was embarrassing. I wish I lost stuff in the divorce, dude. I had nothing.
You're still sending her stuff every now and then.
I should, man. It was real. It's fucked up. But I just didn't. I didn't have anything. But I like.
Do you remember the day you left in the divorce? Like,
dude, it's the saddest day. It's for real the saddest. Because she was a nice lady. Like,
she sounds beautiful.
She was a very nice lady. I couldn't do it, dude. Like, it was one of those things where I was living a life that it wasn't my life. It's the only way I can explain it. Like, I was meant to do other stuff. I could feel it. And it was just like, I tried my best to get jobs. And like, I'm like, dude, I can go the straight and narrow. Just get a regular job. That's all I wanted to do. My dad was like that. Like, have work at a place, come home, have kids. I was all for that. I just couldn't. I was like warped. I couldn't do it. I tried. So
you really tried. You made as much of an effort as you could.
As I could. But I learned I was severely handicapped in terms of like relating to, like, you don't realize how bad it is until you like live with a woman for, a couple years.
Handicapped at what? I'm sorry, I stepped on you.
Like emotional relation and trying to like see things from other people's perspectives. Like I was totally unequipped. But the day I left, for real, was one of the saddest. It was like the saddest things ever. It was like, I was crying.
Where were you?
I was in Roxborough, so in Philadelphia, like just some area of Philly. It was cool. I liked the house. We had a dog. We had a dog together.
Fuck. And who did the dog come in your car or stayed?
It stayed. It was her dog. It was her dog first, to be fair. But yeah, she was really nice, man. It was just.
Did you talk about taking the dog?
No, man, I wasn't going to do that. That would have been heartless to be like.
When you said bye, like, was there a hug? What was that kind of like final kind of moment like?
Just sad. It was just like. Goodbye,
Did she come out and walk you out, or you said bye inside?
She was kicking around, so it was kind of like there was a last glance, and it was, dude, it's for real. It was like it's etched into my memory as one of like the saddest days of my life, because I had never really felt anything about stuff like that. Like my relationships before that were like, I would just develop a girlfriend, like we would just be like hooking up, and then I'd be like, oh fuck, I got a girlfriend, and then, it was like very, very disassociated. I just go through the motions. This, I was like trying to put my best foot forward. That was like the first time I really like. I was like, oh, I get what people are talking about, like with experiencing like serious heartbreak and all that stuff.
Just burnt you down.
Yeah, it crushed me. For real, it fucking crushed me.
Were you crying before you got in the car, or did you? I
was crying on the way when I left. I wasn't crying before I got in the car, and then I was crying on the way.
It's hard to get the key in the thing sometimes if you're really fucking crying.
Yeah, dude, I was crying.
And get in reverse and all that shit.
It was brutal.
I'll wait till I'm in forward before I cry.
Yeah, and then I had to walk the dog every day because I was like, look, I'll come up and walk the dog while you're at work. Like, I didn't want her to stress about anything. So I would
go
back into the house during work. No one would be there, and I'd walk the dog, and it was just consumed with guilt and just horrible feelings.
Just wandering through your old life like a fucking ghost.
Yeah, for real. And I love the dog too.
And the dog did the dog know, you think?
I don't know. It was definitely pumped to see me. It was always kind of pumped to see me, but I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Sounds like it was maybe an SAE or something.
What's the SAE?
Sigma Alpha Epsilon. It just sounds like the dog was in a frat or something. Like it didn't have any fucking. It was just pumped to see you guys. It
was pumped. Okay, I would take it for a nice walk.
It's definitely a pike or.
It's definitely a pike. Yeah. But yeah, it was for real. It was a big eye opener for me though, man. That's when I started being like, okay, like because when you're younger, you're just so in your own head where you're like, I'm the only person with feelings that matter in this world. And then you like really encounter like the depths of somebody else's, and you're like, oh, this is like serious to like just fuck around with people's lives. So that was a big eye opener for me. So I did the air mattress on my brother's house for a while.
That's heavy, dude. It reminds me, I was in love with a girl in high school, right? When I was a senior, and I was in there, and I remember I decided I was going to go away to school at the University of Arizona. And some people, where I'm from, had never even heard of Arizona, right? They didn't believe in it. People, like, I showed it on a map, and they just called me a map faggot, Like, it was crazy, some of the stuff that was happening. And I remember just like she and I were like crying like in her living room or whatever.
Yeah.
Her mom let me, this was crazy. Her mom let me stay over the last night I was there, right? But her mom's like, no funny business. You guys can sleep in the same room, like in the family room, right?
What's that about?
I don't know, dude, but here's the crazy part. So anyway, somebody started some funny business, and then I'm walking to go get some water or something, or get some piss out of my wiener or something.
Yeah.
And her mom's sitting right there in a chair.
What?
Yeah. fuck, man. Still feel horrible about that. And you could see that my wiener was still like wienering.
Yeah,
you know?
you're pumped up. Yeah. Oh God.
My wiener was like,
dude.
it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. And I was
Did you
young,
say anything?
you know, huh?
Did you say anything?
No, but I still feel how she felt.
Yeah.
I can still feel it. But she loved me. The mom loved me. And so she had like some respect for me. She knew that I really loved her daughter.
That's
and then,
warped though, that she knew what you guys were, you know, she has to have some
but
sense.
at least she was close enough there in the distance, almost like a bird mom, you know? Like, hey, you can stay in the nest, but I'm gonna be right here on the branch.
Oh my God.
Just in case anybody falls out and breaks a wing or something.
True,
you
yeah,
know?
you should get a rush in and be like, yo,
Yeah,
slow
just
down.
in case somebody fucking, tries to put a worm in the wrong place, you know? Like, but what happened was then the next day, I told her bye at like this gas station. It was this big sad thing and we were both like bawling, crying, dude. And,
Yeah, fuck.
and then I drove off and my fucking car overheated like 600 feet from the gas station, dude. And I had to fucking call her dad to come help me, dude.
That fucking sucks. Because when your car overheats, you think if I drive faster, it starts to cool down your engine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit sucks. That's embarrassing.
Oh, it was horrible, dude. I remember pouring cold water through the fucking air vents trying to get it in that way.
I've tried to do that a bunch of times. It sucks, man. It just drips out.
Just, this that shit of just that heartbreak, dude.
Yeah, I had a real low point the one day when Shane was laughing about this when I was telling him, but I had a real low point driving home the one day from walking the dog. I'm crying. I would cry every day. I'm crying on the way home, driving down Kelly Drive. And that's like in Philly, that's a big like outdoor green area. People jog up and down there. And some dude had really short shorts on. And I stopped at a light and he like looked in the car and I looked at him and was like, I was crying.
Oh, that's the Philadelphia national anthem, dude. Calling some other dude a
Well, he was like looking in the car and I was like, what are you looking at? Like trying to slam his shorts and I was just visibly bawling and I was like, it was a low point. I remember just being like, what the fuck was that all about, dude?
Dude, a straight dude crying, that's a hot dude to a gay dude, bro.
True. He was probably just a dude wearing regular athletic gear. He might not even been gay.
Yeah, that's true.
I like to think I didn't hate crime a guy while I was crying, but I think he was straight. The guy was straight as hell. The guy was so straight. He said short shorts on.
Dude, I
was fucking crying.
Yeah. Oh, obviously he's in the wrong.
Yeah.